Hi, friends, and welcome to our cottage ways. I'm so happy you're here. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you what it looks like to rebuild a life. Now, I'm not going to bore you with every little detail, but I'm going to share a glimpse of what it's looked like for my husband and I over the last 10 plus years. Now, this isn't like what you see on HGTV. We didn't have a lot of money. This didn't happen in an hour or 30 minutes. We didn't have designers, but we did have vision and were willing to work hard. And it's been so worth it. Our son and daughter-in-law were married here. We've entertained family and friends, but it wasn't always a pretty picture. And we've honestly experienced a lot of hard things. It actually makes me quite emotional just looking through these photos and realizing just how far we've come. But it was a lot of hard work. I think that's why I want to share this with you, why it's important for me to inspire you in more ways than just how to create a pretty atmosphere or environment, but to see that you can go through hard things and come out on the other side. Life is a lot like renovation, and there has to be a lot of demo in order for the end result to be beautiful. And sometimes that requires tearing down to the studs, completely starting over, starting from scratch. That's our story, and it might be yours too. Even the ugliest of homes, the ugliest of lives, I've seen transformed into extraordinary. That's really the hope in every episode I share, that I might bring you a little bit of inspiration, encouragement, and maybe even the courage to do some demo, whether it be in your home or your life. No matter what things look like, there's always an opportunity to make something beautiful. In today's episode, we will have a bit of a renovation recap of our primary bathroom. You are going to want to stick around for this because it's a good one, and it was a doozy, guys. Okay, let me explain what we started with. It was a 5x7 bath. It was quite a tight squeeze because my husband is 6'5". The home was built in the 90s, so by this time things are falling off, falling apart, just not in great shape. This was not just a cosmetic need, it was a practical need. Like, we needed a bigger bathroom. We started by gutting a 5x7 bathroom, a basic builder grade with a shower tub combo. We tore down the wall of an adjoining walk-in closet. Gaining that closet space gave us an additional 10 feet to work with. We cleared the debris and got to work. It was a learning curve at every turn. I had to watch YouTube videos to learn how to install tile from professionals who claimed that it was easy. I still have an issue with Lou. I don't think he was honest. He said it was easy. Plumbing was rerouted, electrical, you name it, we moved it. We all have something that we can say we had never done before, and we studied and had to learn something, and we accomplished it. And that's what happened here. But it was with a lot of things, like how to pour a shower pan and how to move a drain. And that was all my husband's challenges. Mine were more down the tile route. But I have to say, once the job was completed, as hard as it truly was, you just don't know unless you try and find out that a certain kind of grout dries quicker than others. And so you have to be extremely fast, or you have to be professional to use this kind. I mean, it's those kind of things. It's a learning curve. No matter how old you are, we are always learning, but we have to try in the first place, and that's really what matters. And every time I step into the shower, I'm so grateful that I took the chance, that I did the hard things, because the payoff has really been incredible. I'm just so thankful that I get to share this with you. I also wanted to mention, you'll notice the red that was behind the tile, and you see some showing here in these photos. That's actually a moisture block that we rolled on to the Durarock. So behind the tile, it'll help prevent any moisture that might build up and cause mold over time. Also, too, you'll notice a doorway on the right here. It was the original entrance to the bathroom. And something fun that we did, because we had the opportunity, was we closed the wall off there and created a little medicine cabinet nook there so that we could store all of our shampoo and medicines and things like that. And it's really a fun feature that I'm so glad we did. So if you ever have opportunity to use the studded area in a wall in a bathroom, I highly recommend turning it into some sort of a medicine cabinet. And we used a salvage door to cover up the medicine cabinet. So we put it on a slider so it covers it. So most people don't even know that it's back there, which is something kind of fun and just a hidden little secret. We ended up covering the walls with a vertical style shiplap that we created out of 4x8 sheets of paintable plywood. This was a creative way to cover the walls and give it some interest at the same time. As you can see, we're getting close to the finish line. So as far as our faucets and fixtures, those came from homery.com. Our mirrors came from Target Hearth and Hand by Magnolia. The shower glass came from Wayfair. Our vanity actually came from a local supplier called Southeastern Salvage, which I have successfully found lots of good deals. So all in all, this was an extremely affordable renovation project. It had to be, because we had a tight budget. This beautiful vintage cabinet came from our Habitat for Humanity restore. We try to use them whenever we can because it's for a great cause. It's amazing. So in wrapping up this renovation recap of our primary bath, I wanted to share that life has seasons where everything feels torn apart. But tearing down isn't destruction, it's preparation. Renovation requires vision, but so does healing. And some days, all you have is grit, and that's enough. Sometimes it can look really messy in the middle, but messy does not mean hopeless. Thank you so much for joining us today on Our Cottage Ways as I've reflected on the life that my husband and I have rebuilt together. I hope that you have been encouraged. If you've got any rebuilding to do, it might take a little grit, but you can do it. I believe in you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.